Hi guys, first of all I'm going to apologise for being in my duvet again, like the second time in 2 days or 3 days. It is nearly 3 o'clock in the morning and I can't sleep, so I thought I was going to do another video. Today it's no way related to music, because I just couldn't think of anything to do. So I'm going to do my first time tag thing. And some of you guys probably think it's what I thought it was, but it's not. It's not. Okay. So, first one is my first best friend, and if we still talk. Her name was Hannah. Well, before that I had one called Ellie, but the first proper best friend I was a girl called Hannah. And we met in year 3, and we was best friends for 9 years, and we drifted, and we still talk every now and again. I usually message her about things because she works where I used to go to school, so I message things like that, but we don't really talk friends ways. Okay, my first kiss, oh god, it's the most awkward thing ever. It was in a park, and I didn't know what I was doing. I was just following the lead, and it was embarrassing, and he put me off kissing. But he hasn't stopped me, but he put me off for a bit. I was like, oh Jesus Christ, it's horrible. The tongue. It's the tongue. White people feel the need to do tongues all the time. It shouldn't be there all the time. That's just disgusting. Okay, my first concert was actually, I started quite high up. It was Lady Gaga, the Fame. Not the Monster Ball, not the Fame Ball, the Monster Ball. And to this day, I've been on about 10, 12 concerts. To this day, that is the best. It was just so... I don't know how to explain it. I wanted to go on the Born This Way Ball, I wanted to go on the Art Rave. Art Rave for £100 ticket. I was like, no way, thank you. Just no way. Okay, my first celebrity crush. I can't really remember my first celebrity crush. I think it was probably one of the Spice Girls. I was obsessed with the Spice Girls. When I was obsessed, I've got the videos, I've got the DVDs, and bearing in mind I was 2 when their first single came out. And I split up. They split up when I was 4, 5? So, I was obviously addicted from a young age. Okay, my first word, I feel like a bad saying it, but it was bollocks. My dad used to say it a lot, and apparently I was walking to the shop before, and I just said bollocks, and apparently my dad couldn't continue shopping. He had to run home and tell my mum. In the days before mobile phones, obviously, otherwise they just text each other. My first phone was... what was it? The Motorola. I can't remember, the flip phone, the one that was everywhere. Oh god, I love that phone. And then I was at a house party, but it wasn't really a house party. Well, it just wasn't a friend house party, it's a family house party. And my uncle pushed me in the pool, like a dickhead. So, I was not very happy about that. I wanted to go and make him pay for a new one, but Mum was like, no, we'll just get you a new one. They got me a brick. It was a sharp phone. I mean, who has a sharp phone? Exactly. My first tweet, I tried to search it from my account I've got now, but I remember I can't find it. But before this account, I've had 3 others that lasted about a day each. But my first ever tweet was something to do with the Jeremy Kyle show. I swear to God, it was just watching the Jeremy Kyle show when Twitter was really basic and nobody used it. Oh god, I deleted it about 5 minutes after that tweet. The first YouTube video was actually done a few days ago on this channel, so go and check that out please. I'll put the link in the box below, even though it's crap, so it's waste time watching it. I shouldn't really say about my video, but my first ever YouTube video was actually, well, of myself, it was a Nicki Minaj review. They got about 2,000 views, but I got a lot of hate in the comments. A lot of people liked it, but there was a lot of people being quite horrible. which I suppose you have to get used to. It got about 2,000 views. But before that, my first ever one to go on YouTube was one of my friend, like, was videoing ourselves going down a hill for some reason, and she was really scared to run down it. So I didn't push her over, I just pushed her down it, and she was screaming all the way down, and it was so funny, like, cry-worthy funny for us. Anybody else would be bored as shit. But yeah, that's still on YouTube somewhere. Just try and find it. My first Facebook picture. Well, I'm gonna get this up. It's not actually my first, because my first I made at my friend's house. And oh, why is it not coming up? But my first was just a really horrible basic one. Like, I hated it. And that's probably why I deleted it, which I can't actually remember deleting it. But obviously I did. But then, this is my first one now, is of my niece when she was just born. And on the back I'm like, why did I have a picture of a baby as my Facebook picture? Like, it's not me. But according to Facebook, this is the first one of me. Don't know if you can see it. It's basic, I have spiky hair, and that's my friend I was on about, my best friend. Oh, this is Shyback. Ah. That looks terrible, yeah, spiky hair. That was a no-no. But if let me out of the house for about till I was 17, really. I'm not gonna lie. Who still lets me out of the house? I don't know. It's because I don't live at home anymore. Okay. My first love. I was actually quite old. First relationship love, I was quite old. I think I was 17. Was I 17? Yeah, I was 17. And I don't think I actually loved the person. Is that bad to say? But I don't do feelings. I get confused with my feelings. There's a group of my course that don't do feelings at all. Like, we would prefer our own company. When I say our own company, we mean company with friends and not relationships. Like, I could cultivate one forever because it stressed me out and it just made me want to cry over and over and over and over again because it's horrible and I get bored really easy. But my first love is a girl called Charlotte. I shouldn't say this is going on Facebook, but we never went out at proper, but I fancied her literally for about 5, 6, 7 years of my life. And then that probably started about 5 years old till we left primary school. Like, she's really beautiful now, but obviously that's not my type anymore. First alcoholic drink was, well, the first actual drink I had was probably a Bacardi Breezer, which I thought was lemonade. I knocked it back with my mum's drink, and I went, "Oh, mum, that was nice lemonade." And she looked at me and was like, I was about 7, and she was like, "That was alcohol." I was like, "Oh no, I'm gonna die." But my first one, like, since I've been a teenager, it was WKD, obviously. And even then I was quite old. I was probably like 16 when I had my first WKD, which is quite old. So the first time I got drunk was 2 weeks before my 17th birthday. When I say drunk, I was fucking reckless. My first ever experience with alcohol, I was about 4 or 5. I was young. I know I was young. And somebody spilled a bit of alcohol. It run down my face, and I caught it on my tongue. It was beer. I think that's why I don't like beer now, because it's just disgusting. Ugh, I nearly threw up. Even I remember that moment. It was a horrible moment. First text today. It was to Carly, actually, because she didn't turn up at lecture. She didn't come in late, but she didn't come in when we was there. We were usually there. And I was like, I don't even know what the exact words were. It was probably a bitch way, but I don't know. But love you, Carly. Okay, the first thing I've done today. First thing I've done today was wake up 8 minutes before my alarm, which I'm very proud of. Because I only had 3.5 hours sleep. So I was so wrecked last night. Like, the night, oh wait there. No, the night before. No. Yeah, last night, wasn't it? Yeah, so I was a wreck. And then when I finally decided to attempt to go to bed, for some reason I was wrapped in my duvet, and I sort of had to slide it, like it was actually wrapped around me, like this, but tighter, and the feet, I literally had to crawl out and I was on the floor. And it's probably something to do with the alcohol, but oh well. First best friend. I've already done that one, haven't I? Oh, okay, I've copied myself twice. Okay, first piercing. Well, I've got my ears done twice, like one right next to it. I want this side done. So yeah, that was my first one, but I want that one done. I love a tongue piercing just because I think the heart and they look amazing, but I'm a wimp. And also, I think snake bites, or just lip piercings in general, not the top lip, bottom lip, look really nice. And maybe my nose one day, but I don't think I got the style to put it off, so I probably won't. First foreign country I went to. Well, I know I was conceived in Fuerteventura. My mum and dad have told me that a million times. What's on my lip? The time bit. Oh my god, and it's just really awkward every time they tell me. I bet the first foreign country I went to was Gran Canaria. I've gone on holiday since I was 2. I went every year till I was about 9. Stopped for a year, and went on cruises. So, and we're not rich before people start saying, show off. We're not rich, it's just my parents are stupid with money. Like, I'd rather save up and get a new dishwasher, even though I don't like dishwashers. Be easy for them, because I don't live at home anymore. But I'd rather spend it on shit. So, okay. First movie. The first film I ever remember watching in cinemas was The Hulk in 2004, I think. But my first ever film, the first film I ever remember watching is a Spice Girls movie. Yeah. Addicted. And I watched that movie the other week as well, when I went home. It's kind of awkward. Okay, so that was my first time tag. Feel free to comment. I don't know how you're going to comment on that, but if you want to, tell me your first times. Do the same ones I've done. Oh shit, my legs on shut. Do the first things I've done. Comment them. Like, was 16 too old to start drinking? Well, 2 weeks before my 17th birthday, too old to start like drinking heavily. Heavily? I sound like an alcoholic. But yeah, please like the video, please subscribe. What else do I usually say? I don't know. Also, I know it's called music actually, and this is nothing to do with music. But shoot me, I don't care. I got woken up by a fire alarm this morning, so I don't really care. When I say this morning, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, because somebody burnt the bacon. No names on it. 1 o'clock. Who cooks bacon at 1 o'clock in the morning? I can barely bother to reach my laptop at 1 o'clock in the morning. Never mind go to the fucking kitchen. Anyway, yeah. Thank you for watching. Bye.